We are officially in the season of Lent, and as a church family, we're walking through a sermon series called The Heart Matters as we prepare to celebrate the resurrection of Jesus. And whether you're a follower of Christ or just somebody who's curious about faith, this season can feel uncertain and, frankly, maybe even overwhelming. Lent is often misunderstood. Some people think it's about guilt, others think it's about religious pressure or trying to be more disciplined for a few weeks, but at its heart, Lent is a gift. So as we begin this journey, let me offer some encouragement. Lent is not about guilt. It's not about proving something to God, and it's definitely not about pretending we're worse than we are. Lent is about honesty. It's a season where we slow down long enough to notice what's happening in our hearts, what we're carrying, what we've been ignoring, and what we've allowed to drift. The Bible reminds us that God already knows us completely. In Psalm 139, the Word tells us there is nothing hidden from God. And yet, Lent gives us the gift of acknowledging what God already sees, not so He can shame us, but so He can heal us. This season invites us to turn away from anything that pulls us from God and to turn toward the one who gives us life. And here's the good news. God isn't waiting at the end of this season with disappointment. He's walking us through it. And He's doing it with hope. Romans 5:5 tells us this hope will not disappoint us because God's love has been poured out in our hearts through the Holy Spirit who was given to us. Lent is an invitation to slow down in a world that never stops, an invitation to be honest in a culture that rewards pretending, and an invitation to let God examine our hearts, not so that He can bring us shame, but so He can bring us healing. And Lent gives us permission to name those things that keep us separated from Him. This season reminds us that we are human, we are limited, and that we are deeply in need of grace. It reminds us that we are dust, and that God is the one who gives us life. So as Lent begins, my encouragement is simple. Don't rush this season. Don't try to do it perfectly. Don't turn it into a checklist. Just begin. Begin with prayer. Begin with honesty, and begin with openness. God isn't asking for performance. He's inviting you into deeper relationship, and He will meet you there. It's my prayer that you are blessed by growth in your faith during this season of Lent, and I'd love to help you make the most of this season. I've prepared several resources for you that you can find on our website. Just visit ttpebv.com/Lent to check those out. Be blessed this Lent season.